Hey everyone, I'm back for another video, and this week I am back planning the week of August 19th through the 25th as a memory spread here in my Recollections planner. And I am using this beautiful kit from M.Crystal prints, and it is called Secret Garden, and I love the bold florals in this kit. They've got this like watercolor vibe, and the yellows in this kit just gave me all the life. So happy I got to use this. I also wanted to preface you that a lot of the camera angles in this video will be kind of changing up, and that's because I'm trying to figure out the best way to film these videos still. Let me know what you guys think about the angle of the video, if you would like to see like 100% overhead shot. I personally don't like the overhead shot too much. Like, I like to see it as, as if I was planning on the page, but let me know what you guys think. And so we're just gonna hop right into the spread. So I am using these scallop washi strips from the blanket planner, and I just love how the silver foil this week pulls everything together. And honestly, I think that this kit could have used any foil. Like, this would have looked really, really good with rose gold foil or even gold. I don't know, it just one of those kits that it was a hard decision to figure out which foil I wanted to use, but silver ended up winning. And the date covers this week are from Rose Colored Days, and I really like that these date covers fill or fit the entire space up there. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I typically put top washi down up there so that I can cover up some of the date, but these headers are tall enough so I didn't have to do that, which was awesome. And I then went in with some headers along the top, and those are also from Blanket Planner. I PR for her shop, so all of that information will be listed down below. All right, moving on to, I believe, the sidebar. Yes, so I put down this quote box, and it says, "The earth laughs in flowers." And, to be honest, after I laid down everything for this spread, I was getting extreme spring vibes. But, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want, whenever you want in your planner. Like, if you want to use a Halloween kit in, let's just say July, then you're free to do so. It's your planner. If people want to judge you for that, then let them judge you. But at the end of the day, it's your planner. So this could, borderline spring, summer, but either way. That laptop girl at the bottom of the sidebar is from Panda Bird Designs, and so is the scallop box that I kind of comboed that with. You guys have seen me do that before, and I really like how that turns out. I really hated how I wrote 22 hours here, which is a podcast that I'm listening to, and I was contemplating just like ripping that up, but I was like, no, like the box is too pretty to ruin. But it is really a eyesore on this page for me, at least, because I also used a different pen. The Sarasa Dry just wasn't working on this paper for me, so I switched back over to my Holy Grail Symbolian pen. But the bow is from the Float colorway from Clever Gal Crafts. The alarm clock is from the kit, and I used that to mark that I had to do a write-up for my fantasy football league that I commissioned for. And the scripts for editing and uploading are from Avenue K, Inspire or Design, not really sure which one it is. And of course, my girl Amanda from Clever Gal Crafts, she had a massive release for fall and Halloween items, so I bought all of the things. You guys know this. I support her shop more than any shop. Like, I want to say my order was like $210 or something quite ridiculous, but YOLO. Then I went over to the sidebar and laid down my headers, and the highlight script is from C&L Crafts, and that is a custom, and the happy mail is from Letters to Apollo. And I marked that I did some YouTube binging, and that sticker was from Nicole Alexia Designs. I want to say that was a $2 Tuesday from a while back. All right, on to Tuesday. I first marked that I slept in a little bit, and I used a pillow icon from M.Crystal prints as well, and I just love those. They're super dainty, and it was silver foil, so it worked out perfectly. This week, to mark my podcast listening, I'm using the bows from Clever Gal Crafts, and that is also from the Float colorway. Then I marked that I got some Starbucks that day, and I used a script from Letters to Apollo, and the flag is from the Dorothy colorway from Clever Gal Crafts. This is a little bit out of order, but either way, that night I did some relaxing with watching Handmaid's Tale, drank some wine, took a lush bath, and I used a wine glass from Sadie's Stickers. Wow, I cannot speak today, to notate that. And I want to say that that was also a $2 Tuesday from a while back. And today was a very, very special day because I got to try the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and everything that the hype was going for, it lived up to it. It is everything that I've ever dreamed of in a sandwich. And of course, I'm being like a little bit facetious, but it actually was pretty damn good. And I only had to wait 15 minutes for it, I guess, because like this was earlier in the week before like things started really getting aggressive with the lines and the wait times. But comparing that to like Chick-fil-A, hands down, it kills Chick-fil-A. The bread is everything. It's toasted like just the perfect amount. It doesn't get soggy like Chick-fil-A bread, which I absolutely despise. So when I go to Chick-fil-A, I pretty much only order nuggets from here on out because their chicken sandwiches have let me down. All right, on to Wednesday. I did some mock drafts for fantasy football. And so I used an icon from Rory's Sweet Addiction to mark that. And then I wanted to change up how I marked work this week. This was a very, very busy work day, so I kind of used it vertically to notate that it took, a large part of my day, and I like how that turned out. That evening after work, I went to Bonefish Grill with my friend Zach, and we indulged in some Bang Bang shrimp, and for half off because it was Bang Bang Shrimp Wednesday, which is like the best thing ever because half price is like pretty damn good because I think it's like $12. So if you get it for $6, like that's a steal, and you get like a crap ton of shrimp too. But anyways, if you guys haven't noticed a theme with my Plan With Me's, I really love food. All right, on to Thursday, the second half of the week. I marked that I listened to some My Favorite Murder, did some filming and editing, and kind of marked that the same way that I have been this week. This day I started not rewatching, but picked back up watching Mindhunter on Netflix, and it's about how the FBI really came to terms with the profile of a serial killer and like what that actually really meant in the 70s, I want to say. And it's really good, so if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. I also uploaded my memory spread this day, and I decided to not go like super crazy this week in the spread with hella icons and things, because some of the artwork it can be very busy on the eyes, so I didn't want it to just be like clustered with icons everywhere. So I try to keep it simple with just like hearts, bows, and a couple icons here and there. Up at the top, I use an icon from Sassy Stickers for the TV, or for me watching TV, and the accent at the bottom is from Rose Color Days. All right, moving on to Friday, some more of My Favorite Murder. I did some filming this day. and my blanket planner headers arrived. I had placed an order with her for her fall release, and I'm so excited to use some of those in my fall spreads. I also used a icon from the kit just to mark that I was super pumped that those came with an exclamation point. I would love to have like a whole page of those exclamation points, to be honest. Like, those would come in handy. That night, I also made some gnocchi from Trader Joe's, and it turned out really, really delicious. It's the Gorgonzola packet. You can find it in the frozen section. I added some extra, like, you know, seasonings and things, and it turned out really yummy. So, highly recommend the gnocchi. But that day was like super rainy, and I hate the rain. But I wanted to at least make it look pretty in my planner, of course. So I used these weather icons from Simply Beautiful Plans. And that night, I ended up watching Sextuplets on Netflix. It's that movie with Marlon Wayans. And, you know, I mean, I don't know what else I was really expecting from it. It's Marlon Wayans, so he's not like some like Oscar nominating like actor, but I mean, it had its funny moments, but I wouldn't rush to go watch it again. Then on to the weekend. I put down my full boxes first to kind of get that out of the way, to make sure I've got enough space for everything. And I know, guys, on Saturday, I decided to go back to Popeyes because I knew that it was probably going to sell out with all of the hype. And I didn't want to just only have it once to make like a true decision on which was the better sandwich. So I went and got it again. I spent 45 minutes in line this time, but it was worth every single minute because it was just so delicious. I want to say the second sandwich was probably even better than the first, which, yeah, I'm like drooling at the mouth right now thinking about it. But then after Popeyes, I did go to Starbucks, and I marked that the same way I did earlier in the week. And I went shopping at the mall, and that script is from the kit. I also watched Power that night. So Power is a show that comes on Starz. It's probably one of my favorite shows like ever. And it's in its final season, and this was the first episode of the final season. So I marked that with a TV flag from the sticker party. Also PR for her. That info will be listed below. Then I put that I got into an argument about the Beatles with one of my friends because they were saying that the Beatles were not the biggest group like of all time, and that, you know, that nobody listens to the Beatles. And I was like, that might be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, because the Beatles had 17 #1 hits. Whether you're a fan of that type of music or not, they still crush like all records. So yeah, we had an hour-long argument over that. The weekend banner is from Arctic Paper Studio, and I really like the green in the weekend banner. Just, you know, I bought these a while ago, and I figured, let me just use something different instead of silver. I also had a draft that night, so I used a marquee from the kit, and I watched some more Mindhunter, trying to catch up because the second season is on now, and I don't want any spoilers, so trying to get through it. I also uploaded my plan with me, which was with Rachel, Cindy, and Katie, and I had so much fun doing that video. I will link that in the card so you can check that out if you haven't already seen it. And because I had that draft that night, I had so much prep to do with, you know, researching like players and making sure that whoever I planned to draft was like going to be a good option for me. And so I used another football icon, from Rory's Sweet Addiction. I'm really loving how this spread turned out. It's very, very like fun and bright, and whimsical is a good word. I just really love the pops of yellow too. Like, I don't know, yellow is slowly becoming like a color that I favor, and that used to like never be a thing. But either way, this is me putting down the date dots from Timo Prince, and I love her date dots. I have so many of them, and you get a ton on each sheet, and they are perfect for like every date cover because it's such a like neutral font that it can match with anything. But yeah, that is pretty much everything for this week. Here's a little wiggle, and I definitely appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and my channel. And if you have any questions about anything that I maybe forgot to mention, don't forget to leave a note down below or reach out to me on Instagram, and hopefully I can answer your question. But yeah, that's everything for this week. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.